Hey ballers, I'm Squiggles. I'm back. I was deathly sick for a while, but it's okay. It could not hold me down forever. Yeah, you know it happens. Occasionally, people get sick. Unfortunately, I was on the receiving end of it this time. I never like being sick. You have such like an icky, like helpless feeling. It's really terrible, and I feel bad when anybody gets sick. So if anybody is sick out there right now, I feel for you. Stay strong. You'll get through it. As much as it is not fun at all right now. This is a cool game that I found from MLG. It is MVP versus IMLosirA, of course, both on the team Incredible Miracle, IM. This was played for MLG, I think I already said that. And, of course, Metalopolis, like the easy peasiest map of all time. And by that I mean really overplayed. And apparently Blizzard disagrees with me. They do not think that this map is overplayed because they put it back in the ladder pool. So all of you people, if you've been joining the Starcraft phenomenon late, if you didn't start right when it came out or during the beta, then you get to play on the ladder on this delightful map yet again, or for the first time. So I hope everyone is enjoying the little blast from the past, getting to play lots and lots on Metalopolis. Now, this being MLG, this is different from the ladder because you will not see this supply depot at the bottom of the ramp. Contrary to popular belief, these supply depots do not give the Terran player an extra 4 supply depots worth of units in the beginning or supply. Instead, they just make it so you can't get walled in at the bottom. So that is good to know. I think pretty much everybody knows that, but just wanted to shout it out one last time. IMLosirA did go for a 15 hatch, followed up by gas and then a pool. So, and of course by that I mean pool and then gas. So I looked at the gas and I was like, that's not right. But it looks like these guys have their opening builds pretty much laid out. Looks like we're going to see Reactor to Hellions coming out for MVP. Pretty good build, not going to lie. And, excuse me, not quite over my cold yet. Still cough occasionally. But whatevs. Live and, you know, keep pushing through. That's what I say. So, anyway, like I said, MVP going to be going for Reactor to Hellions. Pretty good because he's going to be able to get some of that map control back that he loses with Zerglings taking the field. So going to be able to push the Zerglings back and hopefully keep IMLosirA off of a quick third base. And this map is pretty good for taking quick thirds because, I mean, your natural's here and your third is right here. So it's really easy to take that third, and you can just plant units here and spine crawlers like so. And, you know, connect with creep, and it's just super easy to get. It's easy for Terran as well. So both players are going to be probably looking to expand. We have speed on the way, more Hellions being built, and again, it looks like a couple of Hellions from MVP going to be scouting around the map, just seeing what's going on, checking the Zelnaga watchtowers. Want to make sure that no stray Zerglings have parked themselves there. And now going to be poking to the front. Sees the spine crawler. Of course, doesn't even take a hit, because why take a hit when you can poke in, see it, and back away before the spine crawler gets a hit off? No reason to take that 25 damage. Oh man, that's a lot of damage. Jeez. Alright, so this queen is feeling pretty good about herself. Is she going to, nope, not put down a creep tumor. Instead, she's going to she's going to try to intimidate these Hellions, but the Hellions brought their posse friends. There's now 4 Hellions out, and they are not scared of these queens. They're just going to be flaming a little bit. Now, queens are pretty fast on creep, incredibly slow off creep, and Hellions can kite pretty efficiently, especially if it's off creep, but even on creep a little bit. You can poke in, poke out. Just got to be careful of the spine crawlers, and since IMLosirA knows that there is Hellions out, he's putting down this evolution chamber in a really good spot. You've been seeing this more and more lately, that the Zerg players have been using their building placement to kind of wall off and prevent run-bys and things that Terran love doing, like threatening here and then just running up into here and killing off a whole bunch of drones. So the queens are going to be doing their level best to prevent that. You can see that these Hellions don't do that much to queens, but just slowly over time you can just chip away at their health, and it's so annoying. Oh, looks like IMLosirA with 5 Zerglings here going to be poking in, seeing what he can do, but MVP has a pretty cool setup. He has, oh, these Zerglings are just out of range of the bunker. That's nice. So he might be able to get 1 SCV. Looks like 1 SCV going to go down for sure. And he's going to stop mining for a little bit. That's kind of cool. But MVP with a nice little wall here as well with this bunker, and he's going to be able to defend. It looks like just fine. Blue Flame is finishing right now. We have roaches and zerglings on the way. And here come the Hellions. Yes, indeed. That was the timing he was looking for. Waiting for that blue flame to finish, and now he's going to run away. Oh, looks like he loses one Hellion, but only one. So not bad at all. Taking a look at the units lost tab, we can see here, actually, I don't even want to use the units lost tab. We'll just go straight to here. Ta-da! We can see that MVP has killed 4 drones. So not the most. That's pretty good defense by IMLosirA. You know, defending against that and not getting killed or not losing a ton of drones to those Hellions, which has been known to happen more than once, more than twice even, if you can believe that. IMLosirA now throwing down a hatchery, going to be taking his 3rd, and MVP not quite taking his 3rd yet, but he is throwing down, it looks like, another factory and an armory. So he's going to be transitioning into mech with a bit of air. And one thing I really like about MVP's play is he's very, very good about being on the map. He's always out and about. You can see he's doing a pretty good job of keeping his Hellions alive. Even when he went in and maybe extended all the way over to here, he managed to keep 3 of his 4 Hellions alive, went back, repaired them, and just keeps on building Hellions, has a lot more out now. And with Blue Flame, I mean, roaches can do pretty good, but lings are going to get absolutely roasty-toasted. So just one more thing for IMLosirA to worry about, and also he can snipe some creep tumors if he wants to. Oh, he's just barely not going to be able to. Oh, man, that's rough. Keeping those creep tumors down is one of the principal jobs of Hellions. Oh, looks like a few more Ling is going to be running in here trying to stop stuff. They will get the SCV, going to be delaying this command center by about 2 seconds. And now we have Hellions dropped at the top, and there are a ton of Lings, and Lings getting a surround on the Hellions make the Hellions really bad, actually, because they aren't able to line up and get the awesome damage. Still able to do quite a bit of damage to the Zerglings, but not nearly as much as he wants to do. And it looks like he could be dropping more. Yeah, okay, so here's what he's going to do. Is he's going to use these Hellions on the low ground to support the Hellions on the high ground. Of course, the Hellions on the high ground are already damaged, so they're going to be going down anyway, but managing to get quite a few more Zergling kills that way. Oh, poor Hellion, left all by himself. He's going to be dying now, so that's unfortunate, but it does happen. Meanwhile, these Hellions going to be controlling the Zelnaga watchtowers, so that MVP has a good idea of what is going on the map. But I mean, IMLosirA has a pretty good idea too. He has a nice line here of these overlords. I'm assuming MVP knew that, and that's why he has a where is it? I swear he has a Viking out someplace. I just don't know where it is. There it is. Ha! Yay, there's a Viking. But I mean, it's too late because this medevac is going to come over here. You can see there's already Zerglings ready to welcome these guys with open talons. If in fact he follows them, looks like maybe he's not going to follow them. We got to follow him. Yeah, okay. So now the medevac not going to be able to do anything. Oh, nice dropping here. Going to be able to get some decent damage off and just picking back up. And with not having a lot of queens and the queens having to run everywhere, these medevacs are able to, okay. Now he's got to be a little bit careful. Now there is an infestation pit down, and Pathogen Glands is researching. It's about to that point where you can start building infestors too. And once infestors come out, man, those fungal growths are so good. Yeah, you can see that the Hellions were able to do a good amount of damage, but I mean the Zerglings just do so much damage when they get that surround that, I mean, you have to really be careful. No attack upgrades yet. We have the vehicle weapons just about to finish for the first time. Oh, this medevac is still trying to get in here and do damage, but nothing really happening so far. We can see that there are +2/+2 on the way for IMLosirA. So ahead in the upgrades, at least on his melee. Oh, and there goes down the medevac. Nice job by IMLosirA, staying with it with those queens, chasing it all over the place. That medevac was back and forth and back again multiple times, but IMLosirA not losing heart, and he does manage to get the kill. Looks like MVP now going to be taking this 4th before IMLosirA. Wow. Looks like IMLosirA has the same idea, is going to be taking this. But MVP going for the gold. I'm assuming a planetary is going to be planted here at any moment, and he is going to be defending with some Hellions until he's able to get this done. Of course, dropping the mules. Why would you not drop them anywhere else? And here comes some Zerglings, but that's a lot of blue flame. You can see just how fast they absolutely melt and roast away those Zerglings, almost like they weren't there in the first place. Wow. And MVP with quite a few siege tanks now, going to be spreading them out defensively, wants to keep this gold base at all costs. And this is pretty scary because MVP at this point actually has more bases than IMLosirA, and he has these siege tanks. They're going to be doing quite a bit of damage. +1 is done, so siege tanks doing 55 versus armored, of which these are. So he 3 shots roaches. Pretty good. You can see +2 vehicle weapons on the way, and he's building siege tanks 3 at a time. That's pretty scary. Let's see, what is IMLosirA doing about it? He does have, it looks like, speed done for his overlords, so that opens up some options. Also double expanding now as he tries to get back in the game, but these Hellions going to be running in here. They have something to say about it, although Hellions don't really do much damage to the actual hatcheries, but they could run in here and kill some drones. Looks like that is their plan. Here come Lynx to defend with a couple of queens. Are they going to be able to defend, and how many drones are going to be killed? It looks like that was a decent job of defending, but that is a lot of toasted stuff here. Taking a look at the units lost tab, looks like up to 9 drones now, so still nice job with IMLosirA defending. Here we go, IMLosirA with a little bit of a counterattack, but MVP splitting up his units, has Hellions there to defend with tanks. Doesn't even need him to be siege. The siege probably would have done more damage to the Hellions anyway, and MVP survives that attack quite easily. But look at that, so many infestors out, and look at how much energy these infestors have. That's really scary. Oh, this siege tank all by himself, just going to be sieging up. That's kind of cute. But look at that. There's the fungal growths going down. And unfortunately, where's the Zerglings? Zerglings, we need help. The Zerglings are not opting to participate in the battle, and when they do, they run right into a nice flank of fire from the Blue Flame Hellions. So these, I don't know, these infestors could have maybe done more damage if they would have thrown down some infested Terrans or had more support. But they lost all of their Zergling support, so they lost quite a few of them before they have to pull back. Was not able to totally kill MVP, and now MVP takes about a 10 supply lead. Also, MVP has the sensor tower, which is quite nice, but look at this. That is a lot of overlords. And is he researching? I thought maybe he was researching drop, and that'd be amazing. Oh, drop just finished. Okay. So he has the drop ability, and here comes some Zerglings. Oh, nice, nice, nice. This is awesome. And look at this. Now MVP is the one double expanding, dropping stuff all over the place. The overlords are already creep dropping, and here come some Zerglings. What is MVP going to defend against 8 whole Zerglings? Looks like he does have almost that number of Hellions that he's going to be able to absolutely destroy this drop with, so not too much there. Meanwhile, here comes a huge attack by MVP, moving in with Hellions first, and now a limbo line of tanks, siege tanks sieging, and now more siege tanks just going to be leapfrogging forward. And I don't quite know what IMLosirA has right now in order to defend this. Where are all of his units? I don't know. This expansion is definitely going to go down, and IMLosirA needs this to be up. Keep in mind, he still does not have his gold. Down it goes. Where's IMLosirA's army? Here it is. He has Broodlords out on the field and some infestors, but it's going to come down to this. Can he actually kill this army without losing too much of his own? That is the real question. Looks like MVP is actually moving up now and focusing down this other hatchery. If he gets that, that's going to be absolutely huge. He may, in fact, get it. Oh, yeah, he's definitely going to get it. He may lose these siege tanks, but I think it's pretty much worth it. You can see +3 vehicle weapons is on the way. There's also Thors and Vikings on the way, so IMLosirA should be able to handle this without too terribly much problems. Although IMLosirA is doing a good job of just creeping up everything, dropping some Zerglings, being annoying, forcing all of these units to come back for like 2 or 3 Zerglings. And looks like IMLosirA was also able to get the cancel on this, and this one is about to finish, but he does have creep spread all over the place. So not going to be getting good real estate values at that command center, at least not until they get a cleaning crew in there. Now these Zerglings content to just kind of sacrifice themselves, going to do about half damage to a siege tank. That's about it. And here we go. We have a decent amount of these Vikings, but nice job with the fungal there. And here come the Corruptors doing work. And between these infested Terrans and fungal and all of these Corruptors, is there going to be enough? I don't know, because there is quite a few still Vikings left, but the real danger are these 4 Thors, I think. These Thors with +3 almost done are going to be able to do a ton of damage to because even though they have an air attack, it still counts with the vehicle weapons. So he's going to be able to do a ton of damage. Right now, they are pretty much dead even on supply. That is crazy. If we go to the army tabs, we can see that, in fact, IMLosirA has way more economy. So that means MVP has quite a bit higher military. Here comes what could be the final attack. I'm not quite sure, but it looks like these Thors absolutely tearing stuff apart. Siege tanks in reserve, and MVP is being very patient at this point. He's not going to go ahead and move in. Doesn't need to force anything. And here he goes. Now he's going to be moving in and probably sieging up a little bit, just leapfrogging his way in. There we go. There's the siege. And here come the infestors, but they are all out of energy. Not a lot left that IMLosirA can do, I don't think, because most of his Yeah, there's the GG. Most of his supply was in drones at that point. So, I mean, MVP just did a great job of being aggressive, staying on the map, harassing, not really losing to any counterattacks. There was a lot of times where MVP would come in with maybe a drop or maybe a run by with some Hellions, and LosirA would go for the counter. He tried to counter over here once, but there were just Hellions there. There were Hellions here, just Hellions everywhere with some siege tank support, and MVP was really not harassed at all, really. I mean, there was like 8 lings that got dropped in here and did a little bit, but really that was way little too late. So congratulations to MVP. Quite an impressive game between these two guys. I always love watching top tier Koreans play, and according to Team Liquid, MVP is #1 in the world right now. So well, he's #1 in Korea, and I would say that's #1 in the world too. So congratulations to him. Phenomenal play. Thanks, guys, for watching. Tune in soon, as I will be trying to get more replays up as soon as I possibly can. Of course, let me know what you think. And also, before I leave, I just wanted to say that I tried doing the week of cats, but I think a week with one player is quite a lot. So I'm just going to go back to my old format of casting the best players and casting a whole bunch of games and just, you know, trying to get good, lively games of varying length and intensity. So thanks, guys, for watching. Tune in for FXO stuff. I'm always doing that. You can find that on their site or on Team Liquid. You can look at the featured things that's coming up. They have a LAN that's going on right now. So I have to go cast that. So I'll catch you guys later. Bye-bye.